Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday, the 24th of September 2023. Oh, my voice sounds quite deep this morning. It's an early morning voice. I don't mind it. It sounds slightly better than it normally does. I think I should try and keep my early morning voice all day. What's going on? By the way, this will be the Observer game. Level unknown by me at the moment, but maybe known by you. We'll get onto that in a second. What's going on? Having lived away from England for the past 35 years, I tend to be a bit behind on some of the news and aspects of social life and what's going on. I keep up with some of the news, although for many years I didn't even bother. To be honest with you, for many years I just tried to ignore it. But more recently, especially because I'm playing this game with the Guardian puzzle every day, I generally check through the Guardian. But I was surprised to learn something today that I didn't know. I didn't know that there were regular armed patrols of police in the UK. Now, our American friends might be shocked and surprised to say, to imagine that not every policeman carries, half a dozen weapons with him. But apparently, there are. I knew that police were armed at the airports, and I've actually seen that on my very infrequent trips back. I've seen armed police at the airport, but I had no idea that there were actually armed patrols that go around. Well, apparently the news in the Observer is that one of them has been charged with murder, and many of the others have gone on strike, shall we say? Not quite, but decided not to carry weapons, or are considering their future, or something like that. It's a bit unclear at the moment. The situation is apparently changing a lot as we speak. So, but I had no idea that there were regular armed patrols. That was the phrase that was used. I had no idea. I thought that generally police were unarmed unless there was a special reason for them to be armed, in which case they would be armed and go to a particular event. There we are. I guess life moves on, not always in a great way, does it? All right, let's get on with the game of Sudoku as supplied to us by the Observer. And as I mentioned a moment ago, I have no idea on the level. We have a nice picture of a space invader. That's old-fashioned me as well, in outline here. I will explain how to play the game just in case it turns out to be an easy level game. I have no idea. You should know, because I should have put something in the headline in the thumbnail at the beginning. So if it turns out to be an easy level game, I will explain the rules very quickly. We have 9 squares across in every row, and you can see some squares already have digits in. The object of the game is to fill in the empty squares with numbers. The lowest number is going to be 1, the highest number is going to be 9. Every single row needs digits 1 to 9. Every single column needs digits 1 to 9. And every one of these small 3x3 boxes needs digits 1 to 9. Now, since there are only 9 squares in each row, column and box, that means the number can fit once only. How do we go about finding the answer? We use logic. We do not use mathematics in the classic game. There are some versions of Sudoku which are quite involved, which can involve some forms of maths, but this doesn't. Not at all, not any. It does involve logic. It does not involve guessing. No need to guess. Okay, so how do we go about finding the numbers? Look, okay, so I just said we need 1 to 9 in every block. So this block here doesn't have digit 6, but we can see that this column has digit 6 already, and that means it can't reappear in this column here. And this column here also has digit 6, which means that the number can't reappear in this column. So in this block there is only one square unaffected by either of these two 6s, and that means the 6 must be in that square there. Got it? Okay, don't worry. If it's still a bit tricky, we will continue to find more stuff. This block over here doesn't yet have a 5 in it, one of its empty squares. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 6. We don't have a 5, but we can see 5 in this row blocking across here, forbidding any other square from being a 5, and 5 in this row doing the same thing. And so we will end up with a 5 in this one square here, which is not affected by those two 5s. All right, hopefully it's becoming clearer now. Right, so let's see, where do we go? We have 6 blocking across here and 6 blocking across here. When I say blocking, I mean stopping any other 6 from reappearing, and that's going to give us a 6 in that square. And what else do we know? What else do we know? I ask you again, and you're not giving me the answer. So, in that case, I'm going to start by clicking on the digits and highlighting the numbers to give me a bit more of an idea to see where the numbers are feasible. And hopefully something easy will appear in a moment, just like magic. And if it doesn't, it means it's not an easy level game. As I said, I have no idea at this stage. I see something now. I see 5 and 8 in this column and 5 and 8 in this column, which is going to put 5 and 8 in those squares. If you think about it, 5 and 8 blocks up here, 5 and 8 blocks up here. That will leave only these 2 squares where the 5 and 8 can go. And I think you're ahead of me already because you've already spotted this 8 blocking across here. So this can't be 8. This has to be 8, but we know also that this has to be a 5, right? Okay. Now, I was going through the digits. I got as far as 5, so I found this 5. I'm going to move on to the 6s and keep looking in the way that I have been and see if I can find any more. I'm going to go back to the 1s because I have put in a couple of digits, so things have changed. I'm going to have another quick look around, but I'm beginning to suspect that this is not going to be an easy game. I think my suspicions are correct. I don't think it is an easy level game. So lucky I didn't spend too long explaining the instructions at the beginning there. Seems that most of the audience won't need them. Oops, hitting the microphone, excuse me. Oh, wow. Now the question is, have I made the right choice in not having breakfast and playing this game basically as soon as I woke up? And not fully awake, or have I made a mistake in doing that? Well, I'm going to have a look around. If you are new to the game of Sudoku, I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can go forward without putting in too many pencil marks, first of all. And then if that doesn't work, I should be putting in pencil marks to help me finish the game. But at the moment, I'm just still looking to see if I can find anything else. So bear with me. Get a coffee or something. Don't go too far from the screen in case I find something though. Well, I have a feeling I might get some, if I put in some pencil marks. Okay, here we go. Forget that. I've got 4s blocking these squares here, and we've got 4 blocking this square here. So in this column, that must be a 4, mustn't it? Oh, I hear a car alarm. We don't get many of those in Bangkok. Faulty car alarms. I remember talking about London again. I remember when I lived in London, we used to get those all the time. Horrible sounding faulty car alarms that went off when the wind was a bit strong. But I guess the technology has improved a lot since then. I think I'm going to head for some pencil marks. So what do I know? Okay, so I've got the 1 blocking across there that puts 1s in those squares there. I've got 1s in these squares here. Okay, what else do we know? 2s are here and here. And down there. 3s are up there and somewhere down there. And here. Four. 5s are there and here. 6s in those squares, 6s up there, sevens are here and down there, pair of sevens here, eights go there, eights are here and there, and here and there. So yes, I knew that I thought there was something about the 8, so I just missed it. Okay, right, so this then has to be 8 because this is the only 8 possible in this column. So there's our 8 and there's our 5, and that then is going to give me a pair of 5s there. And I can remove that candidate 8. Nines go there. Oops, hit the wrong key again. Nines go there. Nines are down here. Nines are a pair there. I'm going to go back and try once more because things might have changed a bit. No. Yes, now we have 3 blocking like this, so we have a pair of 3s there, which means this can't be 3. This must be 3. And now we have 4 across here and 4 up there, so we can place a 4 in that square, and we immediately know that this is a 6 and this is a 3. Our 6 now is going to give us a pair of 6s in those squares there. And now we know we are left with a pair here of 1 and 9, I think. So let's put that in. So the 1s then now must be somewhere over here. And the 9s, any change? Well, yes, we can find a 9 now because we can see 9 blocking this square and 9 blocking this square. So we can place a 9 in that square and we will be left with 9s down here. Okay, oh no, not okay. But we can put 3 somewhere down there. Four blocking up here, 4 down here means that that must be a 4. So now the 4 blocking across here will give me a 4 in that square and a 1 over here. And this is neither 1 nor 4, so I can remove that. This will be our 4 up here, and this will be our 2. I'm going to find this game difficult to grade. 2 across here, that means there's a 2. 2 will be somewhere down here. So we have 2, 3, and 9, 3 numbers in 3 squares. So this has to be 1 and 7. I'm going to find this game difficult to grade. We also have 7s up there because I'm using pencil marks. The game itself is falling apart with pencil marks, but I'm not sure about how it would be without. 7 has to be in this square here, which gives me a 7 over there. And this is going to be an 8. And here's our 9. So we have 9s in those squares. What else do we need there? 7s, I think. This has to be an 8 now. It's the only thing possible in this column. And so we can remove our candidate 8. I rather like this game. I kind of like playing with pencil marks in this way when you don't need to put in a million, but the pencil marks themselves are giving you the answers. I rather like it. What's the other missing number from here? Oh, it's a 1, isn't it? Okay, let's put the 1 somewhere there. In fact, let's just go through again and see if we can find any updates on the 1. I'm not sure. We don't have any completed digits yet. 2s can go in those squares there. 3s as advertised. 4 we can find. 4 blocking up here, across and across here means that this is a 4, so we know this is going to be, oh, what happened? Wrong thing. 4, and this is going to be a 5. And this will be a 5. So both 4 and 5 are actually now finished. So that's good. Let's go on to what? No, sorry, this is a 2 that we can place here now. 2, there we go. Which means that's 2. This square cannot be 2, and neither can this. Okay. Well, we have 1 in the left and right. Here it's going to be limited to left and right. And so 1 is going to be here. So we have 1, 7 and 9, 3 numbers in 3 squares. And we have 6 blocking across here. So this will be our 6. And this must be our 6 up here. 6, thank you. And this will be our 7. And this will be our 1, and this is our 1, and this is our 8, and this is our 8, and this is our 3, and we will get rid of the excess candidate 3s on either end there. Okay. Right, let's see what's missing up here. We just have 1 empty square across here, which looks to me to be a 1. So we'll put the 1 in. That will give us a 7 down here, and the 1 here. And then the 7 has to be in this square up here. And the 9 goes there, giving us 9 in this square. Should I place this as a hard level game, a medium level game? I really don't know. Just can't tell. Because playing with pencil marks is easy, but playing without pencil marks might be a lot tougher. I just don't know. Let's get rid of these candidate ones. Well, in fact, we'll just place that. We've got all of the candidates in there, so we can put 3 there. And we know this is going to be 3. And this is 9, and this is 2, and this is 2, and this is 1. This is 1, and that's not. So down here we're looking for the 9, which gives us 7 here. Well, and I like the way it's worked through. I have no idea what level to give this. Medium. It's not an easy level. So it's either a medium or a hard level. I'm just going to do medium/hard. There we go, and I'll let you make your mind up. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday morning. Let's hope the day goes well for everybody. Bye-bye.